And hello, everyone. This is Gattullo, and it's time for episode number 9 of our craft beer video cast. Hope everybody is doing well. Got a new one that I'm trying this week. Found it yesterday at Total Wines in Union, New Jersey. Decided, you know what? Here's a beer from the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest. I've never had it before. It's winter, it's spring, it's spring. Listen to me. I'm wishing because the weather is so nice here in the East. It's late fall, coming up on the winter. I'm into stouts. Found this ale brewed with coffee, stout type beer. I'm saying to myself, you know what? I got to try this. So today we're going to be trying No Li Brewhouse, No Li Brewhouse, which is short for Northern Lights Brewhouse. They're out in Spokane, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. We'll get to them in a little bit. Their beer is called Rise and Grind that we're trying. They have a whole bunch of different beers. We'll get into that in just a few minutes. Just wanted to give everybody a little primer again of why we do this. We do it because of the love of beer, my love of beer, and I'd like to turn you on to enjoying craft beer. So what is craft beer? It's very simple. Craft beer, it's small. It's an annual production of 6 million barrels or less. It's independent. Less than 25% of the craft brewery is owned by a big beer maker. And, of course, it's traditional down-to-earth ingredients and fermentation. And these guys from No Li Brewhouse are just that. Locally sourced, local ingredients, brewed there. And now, finally, for the first time, out on the East Coast, where you can check them out. Reasonable prices, too. Usually, these smaller breweries that produce their beer and then ship them, they're out west and they ship them east. They're much more expensive. Ballast Point is a perfect example. They make great beer, Ballast Point, but their price point is very high because they don't have a distributor here on the East Coast. So you're talking about paying anywhere between $10 and $15 for a six-pack of beer. It's worth it, but, sometimes you wanted a little bit less money. These guys from Spokane, Washington, No Li Brewhouse, it was about $10 for a 4-pack. Still a little pricey, but you know what? Not too bad. And again, folks, first time I'm trying this, so you and I will experience it together here. So in just a couple of minutes, we'll try that. Wanted to go over some of the beers that I had over this past week that I wanted to share with you. One that I had the other night with my wife from the folks at Stone Brewing, another West Coast beer out in San Diego, 24-karat golden ale. Supposed to be like a carrot cake type of beer, a Belgian golden ale. And I'll be honest with you, didn't really get the carrot cake flavor in there. I did get some cinnamon and vanilla and a little bit of sweetness, but I didn't really get an overwhelming sense of carrot cake. Definitely a type of beer, comes in a larger size bottle, a pint-sized bottle. I would definitely warm this beer up. The warmer it got, the better it tasted. Right out of the fridge or slightly cold, didn't really work for me. As it warmed up, got a lot better. Couple of New Jersey favorites, Boat Beer from Carton and Head High from Kane. Great IPAs. Folks, if you haven't visited New Jersey for craft beer, you really should come to New Jersey and visit for craft beer. There are some great brewers. Carton Brewing is down in the Atlantic Highlands by Sandy Hook. Awesome. They make great stuff. Kane is down in Ocean County. Another great brewer, which both of those I haven't been to yet, but I've sampled a number of their beers. Carton makes theirs in cans and stuff and distributes. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, you've got to come to New Jersey and check out a lot of the craft beer that we have here, too. Also, another one that I tried, wasn't too crazy about it, from Flying Fish Brewery. They're down in South Jersey. Exit 15 Coffee IPA. An okay IPA. Didn't really get the coffee flavors out of it. They say they brewed it with locally sourced coffee. Wasn't crazy about it. Not one of my favorites. Bourbon County Stout from Goose Island. Oh, my God. This is the one that people have been going nuts for over the last couple of weeks. Let me tell you something. That was fantastic. Almost 14% ABV. And what do we mean when we say ABV? Alcohol by volume. And that was tremendous. Very, very heavy bourbon, delicious flavor, very strong. Good stuff. If you can find a bottle, pick some up. Drew and Steve's Imperial Mutt Brown Ale, distributed by Stone as well. That was really good, too. Great brown ale. And an oatmeal stout from my boys at Blue Point. Fantastic. Can't get better. I'm telling you. The oatmeal stout, big bottles. Have never found it before. Found it at Whole Foods in New York City. Tremendous. I wish I had bought 6 more bottles. I have another bottle stashed in the fridge. And Mocha from Southern Tier, chocolate stout, unbelievable. Upstate New York beer, really good. So let's get into No Li Brewhouse. Before we get into it real quick, alcohol by volume, ABV, we talked about that. We also talk about IBUs, which are international bittering units, how bitter a particular beer is. All right, so we're going to talk about No Li Brewhouse. They're located NoLiBrewhouse.com, located in Spokane, Washington. Mark Irvin and John Bryant are the co-founders of this brewery. It was founded in 1993 as Northern Lights Brewery. They changed their name in 2012 to No Li, and it's the oldest active brewery in Spokane, Washington. Now, the brewery, known for local sourcing and local production, and their beer now can be found in New Jersey, but also a lot of the Pacific Northwest, Ohio, Maryland, Delaware, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, Texas, Idaho. But now you can find it here in New Jersey, which is great. So my first time at trying this beer, and let's show you the bottle here, Rise and Grind from No Li Brewing. All right, it's an ale brewed with coffee. And as you can see on the bottle, 22 IBUs, international bittering units. It's a 6% alcohol by volume. And this will be the first time that I'm trying this one. Now, this one, obviously there's coffee in it, Gemelli coffee, chocolate, toasted grain, coffee grounds, obviously within the mix, 2-row malt, extra special roast, dark chocolate malt, black malt, flaked oats, and Liberty hops. So here we go. We're going to give it a... Let's put that up there. We'll give it a nice pour. Now remember, first time I'm trying this is a nice head off of this bottle. Get a nice little coffee smell out of it when I smell it. That's an excellent head. Let me show that to you on the camera. All right, that's not that bad. We're going to let that settle for just a second, and then we're going to have a taste. So it's available in 4-packs in stores. You can also get it on draft, obviously, if you're in Spokane. And, it's kind of cool because a lot of the craft beer places, this is interesting. I've never had a beer from Spokane, Washington before, so I'm kind of intrigued to try this. I'm letting the head settle a little bit before I take my sip. And, we're starting to see stories now about craft brewers possibly going by the wayside because of government regulations. Now that the big boys, InBev and Miller are being, conglomerated into one, and we're seeing, a lot of craft brewers possibly going away. Craft beer production has gone up tremendously over the last couple of years. I hope that it doesn't go away. This is small business at its finest. You get a couple of guys who, put something together, their love for a particular beer, or a particular product, whatever it is. They put it together, they make it, they want to share it with their friends and family, and then they want to branch out a little bit. And some of these guys, some of these craft brewers, they aren't in it to make millions of dollars. They're in it because of their love for beer. They just want to make a little bit of beer and share it with a few people and have some fun and enjoy it. And I hope that Big Brother doesn't come crashing down on them and ruin it for everybody else. Just a little commentary from me. Take it for what you want. Okay, so Rise and Grind from No Li Brewhouse. Let's give it a sip. Oh, all right. So very heavy coffee flavor. I get a lot of bitter chocolate on the back end. Smooth, not dry. Very nice going down. And I'm getting a lingering coffee aftertaste. I really taste the bitter chocolate as I'm sipping it. I can smell the coffee, but I get that lingering bitter aftertaste. Yeah, definitely a bitter aftertaste of the chocolate. This is really good. I have to say this is very good. I'm very impressed with this. First time trying it. I love it. Rise and Grind from No Li Brewhouse. All right. That's these guys are from Spokane, Washington. They even have a little map on the back in case you don't know where Spokane, Washington is. There it is. All right. Check that out. This is pretty cool. You can get it in New Jersey now. I'm enjoying it a lot. This is good stuff. I'm glad I picked up a 4-pack, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys. This is the most important thing. It's about trying different things, sharing it with your friends, and enjoying beer in and of itself. Real quick before I get out of here, we've got a couple of events. My favorite place is Paragon Tap and Table. Hope you can check it out tomorrow night. Their Global Beer and Cheer Night, best of holiday ales. It's also Ugly Sweater Night. They're going to have Sam Adams there, a couple of different beers from Belgium. It's going to be great. They're located exit 135 off the Garden State Parkway in Clark, New Jersey. And then next week, next Wednesday, December 16th, it's Bolero Snort Night, special cask. They've got a ton more beers from Bolero. They're a New Jersey distributor. Good stuff. Check it out. If you're in the state of New Jersey, come by. Clark, New Jersey, exit 135 off the Garden State Parkway. They're located right in the Target Shopping Center. You can't miss it. Come right off the Parkway. You'll see it. And that's about it for this edition of the Al Gattullo Craft Beer Cast. Hope you enjoyed it. No Li Brewhouse. We had their Rise and Grind. Real good stuff. Very much enjoyed it. Listen, do yourself a favor. Try a couple of craft beers this weekend. Get together with a couple of your friends. Each of you brings a couple of bottles each of something different that you've never tried before. Pour them out in a couple of different glasses. Check them out. That's the way you start to enjoy and learn to love craft beer. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. By the way, I never mentioned this. Oh, sorry. I thought the video stopped there for a second, but I never mentioned this. Listen, you can follow me on Twitter at Al Gattullo. That's ALGATTULLO. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Spread the word, everybody.